Okay, good. So what I'm doing is that I'm checking to see if the audio is actually going through this time, because last time it didn't. I tried to stream Darkest Dungeon, but OBS did not want to pick up the audio. I had no idea why, but now it is, so at least I know that. So it will come and go. If I go off, actually I can probably change that now when I think about it. Okay, there we are. Okay. Audio is going through. Good news. This is set up. Crunch that down a wee bit. Move voice meter over to here. Oh. I will remove the stream overlay here in a moment. I'm just checking things over. Oh, good. Okay, so it did get selected this time. All right. All right. Darkest Dungeon. The first one, anyways. A long time ago, probably like 5 years ago now, I believe the videos are still up. I tried to play this, and I actually had a playthrough of this once on the old PC. However, that computer didn't have a GPU and a very weak CPU, so recording and gaming was pretty much impossible. I was getting like 20 frames at best. So, coming back to this game now, being able to not only record, but stream it at the same time, and then edit it properly without crashes is nice. So, I will probably play this to completion. I was thinking on doing Blood Moon. To be quite honest, I don't think I'm okay for that, but at the same time, I did add some mods to potentially make the game easier. So, I'm gonna attempt Blood Moon. It's going to go poorly. I can see it now. I am very much unlikely, so I'm thinking I'm going to potentially game over at around week 92. If things go really, really badly. And assuming I get rated, I believe you get rated around week 80. You can get rated as early as, I think, I've been rated as early as week 50 for some reason. I had like level 5, this horde. But it's gonna make the late game a bit problematic. And also, you can't go back into the Darkest Dungeon with the same heroes, so I have to train up 16 heroes to level 6. And they have to be decent heroes, so... Although they also have to be the proper hero. For the first dungeon, the ability to heal bleed is really important, so Plague Doctor, stun, blighting, bleed prevention, buff for speed and damage. The Crusaders are really important for the defense. Vestal for healing. And Dismas, or well, the Highwayman and the Man-at-Arms is also really good. For DD2, Man-at-Arms for guarding is mandatory because you only have 3 talismans. Houndmaster is also a good substitute. A healer is necessary, so like an occultist is good. But you can probably get away with like an arbalist or a marksman, Houndmaster, a leper, and maybe a Highwayman. Good damage is what you need, because you need to kill the Templars like ASAP, like, it's not good. A high damage leper and guarding Dismas is probably, or the Highwayman probably the best bet. So you have to have good block, at least 2 people, but decent damage on 3 of them. So the Houndmaster fills that role with dodge, albeit you have to get lucky. High dodge, you're gonna have a higher chance of, you know, not getting punished. A DD3 is just a slog. You have to go to the center, and you need to kill the white blood cells and the cyst before it teleports you. So it's mainly just having a decent heal party. I normally put a Vestal in rank 2 with hyper healing abilities, and then like a Crusader. I would probably consider a Grey Robber there for just lunges, just massive crits, and an Arbalist or a Marksman for the Mark ability. You could go a Mark heavy party that in that dungeon. Occultist, no, Arbalist or Marksman, Occultist, Bounty Hunter, and Houndmaster. You can go real heavy for damage. You have some healing there. You have a lot of healing with the Occultist if you're lucky. And the Marksman or the Arbalist and the Houndmaster can heal themselves. The Bounty Hunter is kind of the odd one out without a self-heal. And then DD4, it's just it's a pretty simple fight. You can roid the hell out of one of your party members and hope to God they crit really hard. Yeah, you can do the Jester method. I think the Bounty Hunter can with a crit on a marked target. And I know the Leopard can as well. Depending on the abilities you have set up on your character, your quirks and the buffs, you might be able to do it with others, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I recall, and it's pretty brutal. Blood Moon's gonna be worse because I know enemies have more health. I think it's 20%, which is not fun, and there's less loot at the start, and there's just a lot more problems to deal with. Alright, mods. Let's see, I have mods here I'm gonna add. So 5 classes, faster walking and faster scouting. I'm not gonna increase the combat. I like the combat at the speed it is. Loading screens, and this is for the Black Reliquary, but I'm not gonna use that right now. I think it doesn't work anyways. I put all this above there. I think that's good. All the important stuff. The Librarian, in my opinion, for the mods, is like the best character. I think the Thrall's second, and then the Duchess and the Lamia, I'm not really sure. They're both iffy. I've tested them like previously. I haven't tested them in a while, so I'm not sure if they are updated or not, so we'll see. I didn't name the estate, but which is Darkest. Oh well.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
I believe it was Northern Lion that got me into this game, and then I saw Vidi play it as well. But this is definitely one of the better games I've played, albeit the RNG is brutal, to say the least. Now you can manipulate the RNG in your favor when it comes to crits. You know, just you can stack a lot of critical damage really quickly, and you can hit very hard if you know what you're doing. The marking a target can do wonders. And accuracy is important. Low accuracy sucks. And even if you're like at a 90% hit rate, that 10% will just sneak up on you. It's annoying. And you can just outright miss too, which is really bad. Enemy dodge is just really, really crap. Alright, this is an awesome background, by the way. I like this. So I believe the tutorial is on. Gameplay. Nope, tutorial is off. I don't need the tutorial. I am good.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
We'll engage our first enemy up here.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Turn-based combat. Kinda like, say, Final Fantasy, Legends of Dragoon, I maybe Rage Saddle Legends if you want. You know, general turn-based stuff. Maybe even Slay the Spire to a degree. Your character has moves to attack the enemy with and or to buff themselves. Each character has a different set of moves depending on their role, and their preferred position and their preferred target is dependent on what abilities you have equipped and generally what character you have. Some characters don't want to be in the front, some characters operate very well in the back, some operate very well in the middle, and some only operate in the front. You have a few others that operate anywhere. But for the most part, you should check over your abilities and to see what dots are lit up against what dots are red. You have 4 dots for each side. So in this case, Wicked Slice, which I don't have, has 3 dots, so I can attack from the 3rd position. In this instance, I can only go back to 2, so no hazard there. And I can attack the first 2 positions. In this instance, there's only 1 enemy, but there can be another one here, here, and here, to a maximum of 4. Some moves can only be used in certain positions. So in this instance, point blank shot can only be used in the frontmost position. I'd have to move over, and it can only hit the first enemy. However, some of them have different modifiers. In that instance, I would be hitting them for 50% more damage. I'd have an extra chance to crit, making it a 1 in 10 chance, and I'd also push them backwards, or have a chance to. Speaking of which, knockback is 100%, and my characters are heroes, and the enemies have resistances to debuffs. In this instance, if I were to have point blank shot and shoot him, I have a 100% chance to push him, assuming there's anywhere to push him. If he's the only one there, it won't work. He has a 25% chance to resist being pushed. 100 minus 25 is 75%. So there's a 75% chance that I can push him, but there's a 25% chance that he doesn't move. Similarly, if I have open vein here, which I have a 100% chance to bleed the enemy for 2 points of damage for 3 rounds, I also have a chance to debuff him to lower his bleed resistance by 20% at a 100% chance, and to lower his speed at 100% base chance. To compare that to him, we have 20% bleed resistance and 15% debuff resistance. So, if I were to land the debuff, his bleed resistance would go down to 0. And rather than having an 80% chance to bleed him, I would then have a 100% chance to bleed him. Now, I'm not lowering his debuff resistance, so there's still a 15% chance that the debuff doesn't land. So let's go see what we can do here. We hit for max damage, we bled him, and he's debuffed. So he now has 0 bleed resistance. I'm not sure of the accuracy on that move, but our dodge procced there, and we managed to avoid the attack. We look at another status effect, stun. I have a 75% chance to stun him. I also have a 1 in 6 chance to just outright... No, I have 1 in 4 chance to outright kill him, because I have to hit a 5 or a 6, and I can hit 3 to 6. Alright, so they're stunned. at 1 health and they're bleeding. And it's Distus's turn, so I can just kill them.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Pretty basic stuff to follow along. You compare the number to a base value of like 100 depending. I think later missions you'll have a higher base value against the enemy. I think it's upwards of 140 sometimes, maybe more depending. But you can get your own abilities to bleed and to debuff to around a base of 130, 140, even more if you have trinkets, upwards of 200%, I believe. And then you can also just weaken the target to make it more likely anyways, so you can buff yourself and then debuff the target to really get in there. It's possible to bleed skeletons, which have a base value of like 220% bleed, but if you debuff their bleed resistance enough and not kill them, they bleed. It's all a numbers game. I'll explain other stuff later on once we actually start talking about it. I'm going to ignore that. It's just bad. Ignore it.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Enemies can come in different sizes. Normally they come into a size 2 slot. They fill up 2 spaces. Sometimes they can fill up 3, and sometimes they can fill up all 4. Depending on the size of the enemy, they can just be the enemy of the fight. Maybe a mini boss. There are a few mini bosses that do roam around, and sometimes it will tell you what boss is there, or even just give you an announcement saying like, hey yo, there's a boss around, be careful. You'll know when it happens. Okay, we have one large enemy here, or a champion, and then we have an auxiliary enemy back here. I am going to go off and use tracking shot. Some moves have uses remaining. In this instance, it has 1 use. I can shoot from anywhere, and I can shoot everyone but the first target. In this case, because the enemy is so large, he's taking up the first and second slot, so I can hit him. I can also hit the back one. When I do this, there's a 95% base accuracy chance, but I'm doing 80% less damage. So if I go over here, on the bottom right, I can see my chance to hit, my chance to crit, and the overall damage I'm going to be doing. I can also see the dodge resistance, or the base dodge of the enemy, how fast they're going to go, how fast they act in a turn-based game, and how quickly my people act as well. And then the resistances, which we went over. I go over here, I can see the exact same stats, however, as you can see, my chance to hit has been lowered. The guy has 7 dodge and 6 speed, so he's pretty fast and he can dodge. Now if I take 95, which is my base accuracy, and minus it by 7, I get 88%. So he is lowering my chance to hit because he can go faster or dodge my attack. Now we can go up and shoot him or the big one, and it's optimally wise to shoot the small one first because this guy can be annoying and just keep peppering you with damage. So we're going to go off and see if we can land the shot. Even if we don't, we do get the buff for the battle, which is 12% damage, 6 accuracy, more chance to hit, and more chance to crit. We also bypass something called stealth, and we also de-stealth the enemy. When we occur an enemy that has stealth, we'll explain that a bit more, but for now we're just gonna shoot him in his schnoz. Managed to hit, dealt 2 damage, nothing amazing, but it works for us. In this situation, I could attack, I could stun, maybe buy a turn, but his stun resistance is 50, so it's a coin flip. I'm going to go off and both increase the torchlight, but give myself some protection, which was probably a good idea. I took 20% less damage of that, so he probably hit for 6 if I had to guess. Alright, we are going to go off and bleed the big guy. Good damage. I'm gonna go for a stun chance. And we actually got it this time, alright. So, when an enemy gets stunned, the turn after, their stun resistance will go up for that round. It used to be 40%, I recall, but they buffed it to 50, which I suppose makes sense, you know, just give them a good solid chunk so they don't get combo stunned to death. This prevents stalling as well, which is why they have the stun resistance. Also, if you stall in combat, as in if you take too long, say you're trying to heal your stress, you're trying to heal your characters, If you take too long in the rounds, the game or your characters will be like, hey, yo, hurry up. They're going to send reinforcements. And if you then end your turn, you have to deal with more enemies. And then your characters will get stressed out. And then on top of that, I believe they also attack faster in that instance because they have like a reinforcements buff. I think it's a hidden value or something. But don't stall, essentially. I know you might be tempted to, but if your characters start yelling at you, I recommend hurrying up.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Alright, so Reynold, our Crusader, just got hit for a crit there, and he accumulated 19 stress. Now, stress is beneath the health, and this is measured out of a value out of 200. If your character hits 100 stress, one of two things happen. They either A, which is the majority of the time, become afflicted. Afflicted is one of 8 conditions, and depending on what condition they have, based on what character they are, which is a hidden value, I believe, will deter, their affliction, but will deter what they do with said affliction. Most afflictions will lower your character's damage, your health, protection, their speed, their dodge value, and their accuracy. Some afflictions increase the amount of damage they do, the amount of crit, and the amount of speed, and the amount of dodge they have, at the cost of always lowering your resistances by 25%, including your trap disarming skill, which we'll get into. Afflictions are generally bad. You want to avoid hitting 100% stress as much as possible. Now, on the flip side, there is a small chance that your character becomes virtuous, which is a heroic state that will last until the end of the quest, or until they hit 200 stress, in which case they lose that virtuous status and then go back to normal. But they also have a stress reset, so there is some benefit to having that cap hit. You will clear all your stress out. You can increase the likelihood of becoming virtuous with trinkets and quirks, but for the most part, you're definitely just going to want to keep your stress down to a minimum and not worry about it. In this case, it's pretty much not a problem, and they're dead, so victory's ours.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Now, this is trapped. If you had a skeleton key here, you could pick the lock or open the lock chest to bypass the poisoning mechanism. And if you do, there are 2 trinkets in here. However, I don't have a skeleton key, and the likelihood of getting one is very much slim to none. So there is also a chance that if you were to look at your torch and are to hold shift click or shift click alt or shift control click, you can just lower your torch value.
Secrets and wonders.
And there's a chance that when you go to and from halls in the tutorial, you're gonna have a hallway fight, which can be a shambler. A shambler occurs in 1 and 2 occurrences, either in pitch black between hallways, or if you find a shambler's altar. And while it hasn't happened to me, I have seen videos on where you can have this occur. I'm not sure if they've patched this out or not, but it is problematic if you go torch this immediately. We've made 5,000 from actually making it back to the estate. Along the way, we collected $1,630 worth of gold as well. At the end of the quest, if you complete it, your characters will gain Resolve XP. They'll only gain Resolve XP if they finish the quest. If you retreat, you gain nothing. If you retreat or finish the quest, you'll gain quirks. In most situations, if you fail, you'll gain negative stuff. If you pass, there's still a chance to get a negative quirk, but you're more likely to get a positive one. So here's hoping. Well, +5 virtuous chance is nice. This is really bad though. I hate Stress Eater. And Cove Explorer, I suppose, will come in handy later on. It's such a nice background. That was lovely.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
All right. Here we are at the hamlet. Our ancestors' estate our ancestors' little village that he's left to rot.
Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
All right.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So this is what spooks me here. So I can have 4 party wipes, or it becomes, no, I know 4 party wipes. I think it's at 16 I fail. So unless it's beyond 16, I think it'd be 100% if I hit 16. So yeah, 15 deaths. So 3 party wipes and maybe some stragglers. So I gotta be a bit careful. If things are going horribly and someone's dying, I really should just retreat and just say nah. Oh, things are also more expensive, I'm pretty sure too. That's another issue. Alright, so what we've unlocked is the stagecoach, which we recruit new heroes. The No Man's Wagon, which we can buy trinkets at, which these trinkets are not worth paying the money for at all. Absolutely overpriced for garbage. The graveyard, as we were looking at, where our dead people go, where we can only hold 15 corpses, very problematic. And the Ancestors' Memories. So this just plays the opening sequence, the credits, anything that has an animation or anything that talks about any of the bosses here, dialogue that you will hear throughout the game, and some videos as well. Here we have access to the activity log, how many weeks we have remaining, which is 100, what has happened during that week, the quest goals, you know, what we actually need to do, which is slay a bunch of gods, complete the darkest dungeon, explore the courtyard, get rid of everything in the courtyard, acquire level 6 heroes for every one. And that's all. So lots to do. Over here in the lower left, we have our heroes, crests, deeds, portraits, and busts. You collect these in the dungeon, and you can bring them back to upgrade the building, or in this instance, the stagecoach. I can't have access to the other buildings at the moment, but you can use this to, in this instance, increase the number of available heroes for hire to 3 next week,
Seeking fortune and glory in this domain of
and increasing the hero brackets. So I can now have 14 rather than 11, which is helpful. You can also hire these 2,
What better laboratory
Plague
than
Doctor.
the blood-soaked battlefield?
and a Vestal, a healer. The shards are going to be discussed later on because I don't have access to the farmstead yet. Over here on the right, we have districts, which is locked at the moment. Our trinkets chest, which we don't have any yet. The glossary just explains the game and what things mean. There's a lot here. And then we have, you know, like the pause menu, exit the desktop, main menu, credits, options, glossary, controls. The glossary is also here. Oh. The game, all that. This is the main menu, essentially, of Darkest Dungeon. This is where you'll spend a good chunk of your time micromanaging your people, your estate, and more or less trying not to pull your hair out. If we hit the big middle button, embark,
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
we are brought to this screen. this is the map. As you can see, we only have 2 available options. One being to scout the estate of the darkest dungeon. You know, the little ruins area before. You know, it's got some spooky stuff in it from the dungeon, but it's not the actual dungeons, but it's a dungeon of sorts that's dark. And then you have the actual darkest dungeon, which is death. So, don't go there. It would be funny though, but don't do it. So we're going to go to the easier dungeon. We're going to slap our Plague Doctor and our healer in there. Sometimes when you assemble a party, you'll get this special unique combination. In this case, it's called the Usual Suspects, which these are normally the first 4 people you start with. If you swap it around a wee bit, you can get some different names. You got Red Hook here. You got Good Cop, Bad Cop. You got the Inverted Bunch. Rick Glory. That's some interesting names. We're going to fix our party. There we are. Yeah, the usual suspects, the usual party comp. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Before we go into the dungeons, we must bring food and supplies. I am worried because Reynold now has stress eating issues. So I'm going to bring all of the food. I would rather go in with max food and pay the money, 16 times 75, like 400. Hold on, if I just sell all this back, I have 1663. If I buy a full stack, ouch, that's a lot. 900. Yikes. That's 450. 1350 for all that. That's a lot. But I mean, I suppose I can get that in just one cash stack, so I'll deal with it. Singular shovel is fine because I know I'll find one in the tutorial. You already have an anti-venom and a holy water. I'll take a bandage along. I'll take some herbs along for a debuff removal. I'll take 2 keys. I'll take another holy water because I believe there's some stress relief I can have. I'll take 6 torches. Torches are important. I recommend you bring more than me. In this instance, I know what I'm doing because I have a way to increase my torch. This right here is 4 unexplored tiles. Each time you... Oh wait, no, this is less because each unexplored tile is 7 torch, not 6 in this mode. Actually, now I'm realizing that. Bring torches. If you have a way to increase your torch value, I recommend doing it. In this instance, I have the Vestal, which actually can't do... The Vestal can only heal. Actually, I need to readjust. Hold on. Yeah, the Vestal can't do much from back there. Wow. Alright, so she's solely a healer this run. That's kind of sad. That's not good. Yeah, she can increase the torch value by 5 or 6. I don't know if that increases with the upgrades. I'll have to follow along with that. And the Plague Doctor... do a few things. They're really good in the... Okay, I'm going to put the Plague Doctor in the 3rd position. She can just be a healer. That's just damage. Reorganize this for a 3rd time. And I need 1 shovel, I know that. I have no trinkets. Alright. In most situations, you don't need to bring all this food. And in most situations, you probably don't need to bring anything else aside from food and some torches. But for me, I like to be a bit prepared because, you know, RNG. It hurts sometimes. Yo. Waifu alert? Trying to play my game, fucking got some unholy stuff going about here. Yes. Whenever you enter a dungeon, depending on what resolve level your heroes are in comparison to the dungeon, it will increase their stress level by 20%. I think the maximum amount is +4 for plus 80% starting stress. It gets bad early on, so don't send weak heroes into difficult areas. They will not like it. So much faster walking. Cruising along. Didn't speed up combat. Combat's the same speed. I am comfortable with the speed that it's at. But walking around takes forever. Holy hell does it ever. Anyways, we got our Plague Doctor here, and she specializes in poisoning stuff. Her main attack, Noxious Blast, 95% accuracy, 80% damage reduction, deals a decent crit chance on top of her current crit chance, which would be... oh wait, no. Skill... oh, okay, so its weapon base is 2. Okay. Yeah, 7% chance of crit, 100% chance to blight for 5 points for 3 rounds, and lowers the accuracy by 5 points for 100% chance. The skeleton has a 90% chance to be blighted and an 85% chance to be debuffed from that grenade as well. It landed both. Alright. Cool. Look at that. You're doing something. I also didn't explain surprise, so depending on if you have buffs to this or not, when you encounter enemies in the hallway or in a room, you have a chance to surprise them, which makes them all act last in accordance to your characters, regardless of your speed. They'll all act in accordance to their speed, you know, from fastest to slowest, but you'll all act before them, before they get a chance to move at all. You can be surprised too, which shuffles your party, and I believe causes your characters to act slower than the ones who aren't surprised. That might be wrong. We'll see. If I'm surprised, I'll keep note of that.
As the fiend
But for the most part, if you surprise the enemy, it's a huge benefit. Acting first is really good.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
There's a good chunk of the food money.
Finding
The
the stuff
shovel.
is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Oh, that's such nice scouting. Look at that. That's so fast.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Should also probably explain the torch a wee bit. So, the torch is obviously, you know, the level of light. The higher your torch, the better you are. In this case, I have technically matched torch value, going from a value of 100, 75, 50, 25, and 0. 0 being bad, anything above 75 is radiant. So in this case, with the radiant light, I dodge more, I have better scouting chance, which reveals the map, and I'm more likely to surprise the monster with the bright light. The lower my torch value, the more likely I am to be surprised. The less scouting I do, the less dodging I do, the more crits I receive, and the more buffs the enemies have. I also do a bit more crit damage, I think it's up to plus 4%, but I also find more gold in the dark. It is worth noting that in the hallway, in this instance I know what this fight is, but if I'm in, I think it's shadowy beneath 40 torch, you have a high chance of running into a shambler. So it's a bit scary to go around with low torch. I'm not sure if that's avoided if the shambler spawns in a hallway at low torch and then you go back up to radiant, if it just extinguishes your torch or not. I'm not sure, but it is a bit dangerous to go around with a low torch value. So keep that in mind. We have surprised the enemy once more. The witch back here has a lot of dodge, so I'm going to increase my accuracy and shoot her. I actually managed to land it, which is good. And there's a chance I stun. He causes stress damage, so I'm not a huge fan of that. I do need to take care of her ASAP. And a decent AoE hit here is a good way to start. Or I have Dismas shoot her, assuming he goes before her. They both have 7 speed. She unfortunately rolled first. 19 stress is bad. Might score a crit, 16.5, 5 to 10 damage. Not gonna kill unless it crits. Oh! Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll dismiss again. Very lucky shot. That's bad, but we'll be fine. There is a chance to bleed the skeleton. It's funny, but it's unlikely. Very much unlikely. I think they'd die before I get to that point, or I just don't have enough debuff to get them down to a point where I could. So, I'm going to talk about quirks here right quick. Since Reynold is prone to stealing items with Kleptomaniac, if there is, say, loot in the hallway, the chance he's going to steal it. Like so. Oh, he didn't this time. Look at him.
A handsome reward.
Oh, look at that.
For a task well performed.
So we got some busts, some crests, and we got another key. Alright. We have some actual enemies that can be bled. I still think going for a stun on the witch is the wisest decision. And I'm definitely gonna get the tracking shot going. Just try to go for a kill? I'll just miss outright? Toss a heal on Reynold. I have a 1% chance to crit with that heal, so that's kind of bad. Plague Doctor is stacking on stress, which is not good. And we're starting to bleed everywhere. I'm gonna remove all of that and give myself some inventory space. I'm gonna have a 69% chance to hit her, so you know, it's always gonna hit. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, so likely chance to receive a crit now. I have a 11% chance to crit him. Didn't. Got the bleed. Got some damage to go around. I'm gonna heal Dismas directly. I'm gonna Zealous Accusation. Not enough damage on the cultist. 9. I'm gonna throw another stun grenade. Did not get the stun. Punch the pole at least. Grape shot again. Good crit. Destroy the corpse. Pull her forward. Okay, she's pulling. Alright. Not a problem at all. The order. Use a key on this. Diary. Ah, they have encountered a shambler. Sucks to be them. I can discuss traps now. So, if you manage to scout them in the hallway, you will have an ability to disarm them, depending on your character's skill level. In this instance, Dismiss has the highest base level, and your disarm ability increases with your resolve level. I'm assuming up to a maximum of plus 60 in this case. So I am going to try to disarm it with Dismiss. There's a 10% chance I fail. If they didn't roll it. We're gonna go down here. Same ordeal, we're gonna not disarm it this time.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Rough. This is what I want. Decent starting damage. Not bad. Going to hopefully get a kill here. That sucks a lot. She's alright being damaged. We're gonna heal her. Would have been nice to have landed a blight.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Alright.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Wow. At least she's dodging, but wow. Come on. Would fail again. I was about to say. Bruh. I'm gonna laugh, mate.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I mean, I could just go off and heal the Highwayman. He might be more important to bring. And you know what? I'm gonna heal the Highwayman instead. I'm probably gonna have to bring him back out again anyways. More damage. Reynald didn't steal anything this time.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave.
I am impressed. Normally he's very much trying to steal everything. There's another trap up here that I somehow stepped over the first time. Did not manage to kill myself. Or I did not, I didn't kill myself in the trap, that's good, you know. Oh man. I am certainly, like, just... the RNG in this game just hits differently. I'm amazed he hasn't stolen anything, though. I'm a bit concerned about the torchlight, though. Hopefully it doesn't become too problematic. We need a shovel back here. Shovel here. That's the worst that could happen.
Closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
I die? Oh no. Oh no. 26 stress. Good strike, goddamn. Just move up. Another plague grenade. Actually managed to land a blight. I should have killed the skeleton outright. They're dead next turn. They're dying, which is bad. That's a stress check. Yeah, alright, let's see.
And now the true test.
How bad is it, Doc?
Hold fast or expire.
Whoa! Bruh. They're dying though, but like, I'm amazed they became virtuous right out the gate. You switch targets, he's like, oh fuck that. That one became heroic.
Slowly, gently.
Well, they're dead now.
This is how
And I'll
life
poison the main one. Get a group heal going.
sedated.
Maybe land a stun? Did not. Dead next turn though. They're both dead next turn.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Alright, not bad.
This expedition at least promises success.
We will open this bad boy up.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Alright, we got some decent stuff. Not as much gold as I would hope, but it is what it is. Debuff resistance, -2 dodge. 4 crests, 3k gold. 7685 in total. Kinda low. 8 busts, 10 deeds. 16 crests? So 20 crests in total. Not bad for the tutorial dungeon. Gold was a bit lower than normal. I normally would probably get like 10k. Here the Eldritch sucks. %, stress taken if any Eldritch active. Jeez. Kofa. Oh, fun. So wait, he becomes... He knows how to scout, but he's afraid to go there now? Really? Hey. With all the dodging she was doing, that makes sense.
The tents are pitched.
This is the full PvP
The
update.
corpse wagons stand at the ready. The circus has come to town.
I'm not really interested in the Darkest Dungeon PvP. This is a lineup if I've ever seen one. Did any of you have Holy Lance? I'm just gonna...
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
Alright, so we've unlocked the tavern.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Stress relief. Some people will not go due to quirks. In this case, Reynold is God-fearing. He's also now a reinforced Stress Eater and Kleptomaniac, which is really good. Love that. So yeah, in this instance, Reynold will only go and pray for stress relief. That is also the case with our Vestal. She is also God-fearing. She's also a pretty damn good damage dealer if she has full health. So there's also some decent advances here. So if she has Hand of Light active, bonk something, it's 25% damage from Hand of Light, if not 50% on a second turn, plus 50% damage versus Unholy, plus 20% more damage, plus 10% damage if the torch is high. So we have 30 right here, a 15 modifier to Unholy, and with 2 stacks of Hand of Light, she's bonking hard. Let's look over our Crusaders. So we have someone with Natural, a really good quirk. 20% max health is just automatically something I like. More healing is really good, and just having higher speed on someone who's slow is good. Less stress if their torch is above 25, or 75, excuse me, it's pretty good. Lacking crit isn't too bad. Furious is really bad. Range skills. I don't have any range skills on him. Oh, Zealot's Accusation's a range skill. Oh, Ogu. Waring's Tactician. I do more damage there. Slow reflexes. And just, he's slow. Really see an issue with that. Holy Lance is kind of what I'm here for. I can certainly make a few things. Yeah, okay, so I have the Man-at-Arms of the Rampart, so I can certainly make Holy Lance work here. We're gonna go back to the embark screen. We now have all of this here. We have more missions to choose from, and we have the farmstead, which is unwise to go to since we have no trinkets. Alright. Each week I don't send them into therapy for stress relief. They lose 5 stress. I don't think I'm going to need a healer this run, because it is probably going to be a short run. Accuracy. Crit chance. I mean, pretty good. Brawl is kind of a hit and miss, because if you get him into Ferocious, the stress check, it can get really problematic, but at the same time, it could also be a huge benefit. I think we go here, actually. I'll risk it. Who do we bring? Like, hands down, I think we bring... He's really slow, though. So it would be... Man-at-Arms. He can stun, and they can Holy Lance. But yeah, he can attack from pretty much anywhere. He can Inspiring Cry, too, and reduce stress. I think, in that instance, I'm going to bring the Vestal out and just have him stress heal. And I'm going to bring the other Crusader. Fancy name for this? Alright then. Weird. So the first Crusader might go at the same speed as the Vestal in turns. Hopefully he'll go last, so I can Holy Lance. And I can just keep cycling them back and forth. If he doesn't get to cycle, he'll have at least Crush, Bellow, or Defend. Defend could be helpful against the attacks from the Arbalist, the Bone Arbalist. So I might consider guarding her. Yeah, I think we're good to go into here. There's not much food in here, so 3 hunger checks and a feast, 2 shovels. Neither one of us have Bulwark, but I do have Inspiring Cry. Twelve is 300. 300 torch on a medium mission with a chance to recover. I think I should be fine. I'll see why I wouldn't be. Yo, they got 5. That's an illegal party combo.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Can't camp in the first room, I know that. Honestly, I'm thinking just camping early. It might be a wise decision.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Spiders. Worst enemy in the game. Hands down. They are in no way, shape, or form fun.
Back to the pit.
That's why. That's just garbage. Worst enemy ever.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh my lord. Just. Please. Oh my lord. Just hit him. Please just hit him. Please. Awesome. 9 stress heal. Pretty good. Can I hit him? Hit the spider? Can I do the bonking? Can one of you hit? Oh, thank goodness.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I mean, I suppose he can have it? He's going a bit slower now. I mean, move skill chance. You can push the enemy back more often. The map. Pretty good map. Good dodge. Stack of books. 34 stress. That's brutal.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Hero. Ooh. Oh wow, okay. I'm like, uh-oh. None of us really have any trap disarming skill here. Or our skill to disarm traps is to run into them and pray. Good torch finds so far, though. Holy Lance the back one here. Oh, very much so.
Unity.
Probably throw a few heals into him if I can. Oh, they're dead.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna defend her. That's rough. I'll have to hold on the Holy Lance for a moment. Wow, okay, they all went first before us. Jeez, we are not doing good on the initiating rolls. Very poor. You know what? I'm gonna lower their speed. I'll do that instead. There we are. Now they're the slow ones. His stress is kind of getting out of hand too, but I need to get rid of the damage here first. So they're gone.
Destroy them all.
Still somehow going faster than 2 speed at 0. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna stress heal.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Mate, what are you talking about? I'm trying to. I'm trying. What do you want from me? What do you want, man? I'm literally trying my damnedest to hit them.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Like, if you take too long, they're gonna come. It's like, I know. What do you think I'm trying to do?
Give them no quarter.
Suppose I'll have to rampart that. I didn't manage to move the corpse. If reinforcements come, like, I don't know what to tell you. Trying to hit the back line. I actually can't. Reinforcements? No, wow. I'm amazed I haven't been punished. Normally they would have.
Fiend falls. Faint hope blossoms.
I'm trying my darnest not to stall out the fight. I'm like, I can't hit them.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I'll use the key here, I suppose. Decent loot. Decent flip of the coin. Another map. Does this do anything? I have to go all the way to the end, too, to finish this mission, too. So there might be 4 more fights along the way. I think I'm gonna camp here, actually, in all honesty. That's bad. We're gonna lower their speed. Attempt to lower their speed. Done? Yes. Bolt stun? Nope.
A momentary abatement.
Rampart early stun. That's painful.
Assault cannot be left unanswered.
I Holy Lance her now. Half damage, alright. Half health anyway. Smite might kill the skeleton. Almost. I'm gonna do a direct heal. I kill the skeleton so he doesn't act. About to say, like, don't crit for a second time. Really pouring on the stress to the Vestal there, are we? Really does not like that Vestal. Oh, thank goodness.
Singular
Deleted.
strike.
Can I, lap one of them on ya just right quick? Good crit. Don't crit. There we go. Push that forward. Push that forward. Very greedy right now is what I'm trying to do. Stalling is not wise here. I'm gonna get all the stress relief I can. Good.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, guys, turning into a fish person. Fun. Eat
A
food.
spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Better idea. Wasn't ambushed, so that's nice.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I think this is always wrapped. Yeah. I don't have another shovel though, which is kind of bad. So, I suppose the stress debuff or resistance buff is good, but
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
hopefully we'll have no more obstacles like that. I'm running out in torches a wee bit here. I honestly should just get rid of her skeleton immediately. I desperately need to get rid of both of them back there, like ASAP. Getting a debuff on them is really good.
Annihilated.
We just get rid of the corpses and move them forward.
Soothed. Sedated.
Hoping he wouldn't do that. Do a knife in the dark. Oh my lord.
Destroyed.
Already piling on. Let me just avoid
Is struck. A blazing
that for a
star is born.
brief moment here. Can you not? Is there any other target in the room that you could potentially hit?
A momentary abatement.
Like, my man's like hell bent on hitting this poor dude.
Seize this momentum. Push on.
That's
to the
a
task's end.
that's a resolve check probably right there. More 30% extra health now. This man is just going out of control. There's my resolve check. Masochistic. Hopeless. Even worse.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Immediate. The damn it. I swear. It is the worst. It is the worst. What's actually like his health has gone down, his dodge, his speed is -3 now. That affliction accuracy went down, his damage hasn't changed. Everything is -15 except for death blow. That's rough.
Decimated. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Is there any other target in the room perhaps you could do that to? Because it's kind of getting a bit annoying. It'd also be really cool if you could accept the defend. Thank you. Yeah, whoa. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. No, it's all good now. He chose a new target. And I am having a time.
Obliterated. Exposed to a killing blow.
Good.
Eradicated.
I went from decent to problematic really fast.
Or is it merely
I have 2 more fights to go. Thank goodness. Get rid of the citrine. I don't even want that. Throw that into this. Didn't do anything. What does this one say? Continuing.
glittering gold?
No inventory
trinkets and
space.
baubles, paid for in blood.
There's a decent chance I can run into a curio that can be useful with the holy water. Throw away the bandages. Should have enough food for a few hunger checks. I'm getting lucky with the disarming, which is good. I'm on my last torch. That right there is a good example. That's more damage on the guy with the affliction. I suppose Hopeless is the better of the afflictions. They're just kind of, they got the big sad. They're not like mean or anything. They're just like, just leave me. Just, oh, I'm not worth it. Meanwhile, it's going to be doing 60% of the fucking damage to the team. It's like the strength build, but they got the big sad. They're like, I don't want to bonk. I want to be sad. Can you stop shooting me? Can I go? May I have a turn? Oh, I can have a turn. Alright, let's see.
The blood pumps, the limbs obey.
Good. Oh, I mean, it doesn't really do anything. Well, I mean, you have to hit though. That'd be preferred. Hitting your target, kind of a good idea. I could have swore 4 is higher than 1, so perhaps can I go? Like, I have 2 party members who have 4 speed, and the Bone Rebel's going before me. Come on. Get my torch up there and reduce the stress just a smidgen. Anything less than 100 is a plus. You dummy.
This expedition at least promises
so.
success.
Okay, I'm gonna take 50% instead of 60 because there's this.
If only
Way
I
worth it.
could staunch the
Way better.
otherworldly corruption.
Let me just look. Let me look all this over. Let me just sort my my inventory out here. Okay. So we got a disease trinket for the plague doctor, which is kind of poo. 1250. 1500. 1000. Like 30. 3,250, and then we got stacks. 5k more, like 10,000 right there, I think. If I'm doing my quick math properly, got like 10k ish. Maybe the trinket almost 11. This is what I was also waiting for here, so we'll see. Nope. Stress healing him at this point is not even required.
Watch your step.
That's useless now. Like what? Like unless I get a quirk from it. There's no stress here, which is nice, but still very much silly. That's like really bad. My man's gonna get hit for like 20 damage now. Oh, there's one crit.
Injury, palpable fear.
2 deaths. Two crits. Man's got the big fucking sad. A line up for Holy Lance, I suppose. Oh my lord, come on. Still not enough damage on that guy either. Trying to break the corpse. There we go. Rampart. Push. Push and stun.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, so it is a quirk. Alright. He never perked or hit Curious, I'm pretty sure. So, not a bad run.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
15k. A decent trinket for a party I don't, or a unit I don't have yet. Everyone is level 1. More damage if it's dark. Kinda sucks. Twilight Dreamer is just amazing. Bypasses stealth, so... That's not staying with you. Your job is to your job is to heal. Your job is to heal.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Still not the sanitarium unlocked either. So we have the guild unlocked now. We can train our units.
Ever greater threats.
They can unlock any other ability they haven't learned and learn them to a greater degree to level 5. We have the blacksmith now to upgrade our weapons.
Once again,
Once we actually have the required deeds to do so. Deeds and crests. Which we can upgrade to level 2 now on both accounts. Actually, I'll probably do that.
in the end, every plan relies upon a strong
And I'll
arm
probably go
and
here.
tempered steel.
I'll do the same thing there. I have level 2 blacksmith and level 2 guild. When we have more money, we'll start trading our people up. A new healer is needed.
Pious and unrelenting.
And teacher stuff. Not a bad set of negative quirks. Backtracker and Clutch Hitter are kind of... eh. There is some benefit if she's half health. She will be critting a bit more often. Hellion. Decent for camping. I mean, I suppose Ruminators kind of canceled out by that. Very much a front row position. Are you? How about you?
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Sure, we'll take both.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
I will be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. I need to use that, so I will return in a moment. Alright, chat. That, took a bit. Oh. Alright. Get back to the game. So, the Crimson Curse has started. We now have access to this. I believe the mods have changed a few things, unless this is like a vanilla change, I'm not sure. There is a crocodilian here, which is unwise to go at such a low level. And this does rotate out, so we might get a decent trinket, albeit this is really good, not gonna lie. Right now. Definitely got like a front row Hallion right here. If either one of them rotate, both can do Iron Swan. This one can bleed the middle and hit the second. One can hit all of the back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do double Hellion. I think anything has stealth that I need to bypass. Smith is a good choice here. And the new healer. I'll teach the healer. Teach the healer a stun over Hand of Light. You know what? I'm gonna teach her Barbaric Yop instead of Iron Swan. We can go anywhere now. We can go to the Weald. I think everything is fine for now. Two rewards, the same area. The accuracy buff here is pretty nice early on. It's another medium mission. We do have a healer, we have a lot of damage. I think we can do this. Don't have a thrall. Moving isn't a thing. Need to worry about debuff over dodge. You don't have any dodge to begin with. Like you're gonna be losing much. Less likely to be debuffed. Alright. We'll do another medium mission. Spy stack of food. 8 on 1. The anti-poison is only really useful for spiders. I don't see what else can poison us in there now that I think about it. Bandages are pretty obvious, same with the herbs. 3 keys. 3 things of holy water. We do have a way to brighten our torch now, a wee bit, but it's situational. Per fight, I can maybe increase it by a single hallway tick at most, unless I stun twice. If I manage to stun 4 times, that's a torch, but that's pretty unlikely given this the situation. I can try it though to increase the torchlight, but I will bring 14. I should find some along the way. I don't see why I wouldn't. I have everything I think I'll need. Yeah, I should be good.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
I'm gonna go right, down, left, down, back up.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
That rapscallion shoved a torch into the Shambler's altar and I was like, I'm going to hell. Not bad. Kinda useless at the moment without that character, but not bad otherwise. Get rid of the stress damage immediately if I can. Some torch value back. I swear. I swear, game. Some days you hurt me. Everyone's stunned though, aside from him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh. Decent chance to kill it. Not quite.
Obliterated.
Good shot. I need to heal myself. Heal the Vestal directly.
Be gone, fiend.
That still increases the torchlight at least. Might be able to get another one in. Might. Hey, look at that. Nearly max torch.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I don't need the anti-venom or anything. This is Explorer, so we are gonna have to go down there anyways, just to check it out. Ouch, that's bad.
Ancient traps lie in wait.
Fill up a bit.
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
Empty room. Hunger check. I mean, like,
As the light gains purchase,
it's
spirits are lifted,
1250 at
purposes made
most. Yeah. It could be worth it, but I don't think it is in this situation. I'll just go straight up. I'll take the torch. Dismiss can disarm this. It's our second hunger check already.
If only treasure
Again, like the Sistrine.
otherworldly corruption.
If it was worth maybe a bit more, perhaps, but then we would have to balance out everything again. Just 250. Unless I could carry 10, I can only carry 5. I don't see the value in it. It's meager loot. Very meager.
Death
Ouch.
waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
And I can use if it bleeds for back there, but still, that's just kind of dog shit. Alright, well, at least he has the least amount of stress present. That's bad. Didn't dodge it either. Might camp here. Oh, come on.
Continue the onslaught.
Get a stun here, perhaps?
Them all.
Thank you. Alright. We got a turn. I could probably get max torch here, but I don't see the purpose unless I can like scout ahead and have an empty room to camp in. Oh, so that's bad.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Heal in, and then I'll try to go for an if it bleeds on the back again.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. A
Crit.
decisive pummeling. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'll go back. I'll explore first. There's value there, I can see it. That's
Curious is
Ease.
the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
definitely need to be a bit careful, not perish.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Room for that. I get back there without having a hunger check, that's the question. Oh no. I might not be able to feast here, given I should have brought max food. I knew I should have done something. The double hunger check back to back was kind of rough, but I did make it, so I will camp here now. I still think feasting is the best idea.
Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Oh no, the Vestal. Oh no. I'm not getting ambushed here. It's just a bad idea. If religious. No one here is religious. from the guns.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh. Alright. Buff or quirk, both are good. That's just been terrible.
Hazards possessed by evil intent.
I'm not having fun with that. If Dismas dies, like that's terrible. It's also bad. Okay, thank goodness.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Oh great, now we have a complainer among the team. They're selfish. Alright, so Dismas here isn't doing too good. That kinda is the thing I wanted to do to begin with, so that's fine. Throw a stun out. Managed to kill the stress dealer, alright. That's bad. Exact damage too.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
You cannot make this up. I swear to Christ, game. Please. Game. How fast is he? 5 speed to 4 speed? Oh my lord. Dismas is the main character. Like, Reynolds gonna be so pissed. Come on.
Destroyed.
Begins. Like, of course it had to crit too, which I believe is a 20% piercing effect, but the fact that it's a 1 in 3 roll, I think in that instance would be like 120% death blow, so it'd be like a 50-50, but still. Exact damage. I didn't get to heal because of the affliction check and all the stress damage. I figured it'd be fine. Yeah, I got immediately punished for all the stress. That's a good example on why you don't let them get out of control, because they just take their turn away. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the mission now. It's seeming unlikely. Can I go first? God damn. We have damage, but
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates.
there's a lot of problems we have.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I don't even know what I want to do now, like... It's such an early fucking death too. I just hit my microphone. It's such an early death, like... And it has to be the highwayman of all people. Like, I couldn't shove food into him. I need that for the hunger check. And all my characters just had to go slow. The game has to be programmed to target like the weakest person. I refuse to believe it's not in some way or shape or form. It's how they target people is relentless. I still have 2 decent damage dealers. The quest can still be finished, but I am just... I was hoping to get maybe the achievement or have, you know, Dismas and Reynold die heroically. And, you know, somewhere else. But no. Dismas gets slain like a goddamn dog in a dungeon. Just on week, what, 5? Week 6? I think I'm on week 5 when I go back. Painful is what it is. Alright. Let me compose myself here. 1 of 16. Already off to a good start. Eh? Okay. Very good find. Alright, at least we're leaving here with money. 3,050, 4 grand, 7, 8 grand, 9, 10 grand, 10,000. I'm looking at 10k, I think. Just hoping we can keep up the consistency here. There's the hunger check. If I find 2 pieces of food now after eating that, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I need to explore 2 rooms. Honestly, are we just going straight? Not even think about it. 3v3. At least it's a fair matchup. Another tile for the torch. Stun. Very unlikely, but
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
oh, well, it worked. Jesus, man. Calm down. Relax. You can't hit them from back there. Move forward.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Not what I wanted to do, but thanks.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Can I go? Can I have a turn in the front? There we are. I cannot stress this enough that I've had enough of this already. God. I had a double miss there. I would have just left immediately. Now I'm done.
This expedition at least.
Leaving the dungeon.
Success.
One more room. Still think that's probably the wisest decision, is get the triple stun going. Come on, man.
The light, the promise of safety.
Bleed going on her. It's not a stress attack. If you use the unholy buff. Okay. No more stress. We don't need that. We're fine. And you, please land a single 73% chance hit. Be really cool if you did. Be really cool if you didn't do that either. I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. Please, for the love of God. Oh man. Shut up. I have a resolve check myself.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
We done? We're good? We can leave? Thank God. Anything else? No, we're out of here. We're done.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will
She
find
couldn't hit
whatever secrets they hold.
anything. And Dismas got put down like a dog. 13,500. 18,000. Not much indeed, but a decent trinket at least. Except, you know, for the person who was going to use it is dead. Well, I mean, that fits, I suppose, the role we fulfilled, killing and money.
She has paid dearly for her freedom, and deserves better than this place.
Not bad starting skills, actually pretty decent.
Shifting, swaying, she mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
Got the survivalist now unlocked, where we can learn more camping skills. We have up to 4 equipped. The sanitarium cures malices and diseases, and removes or reinforces quirks that I want or do not want. Throw this away here. Oh, the twoffering, good. I see. It just appears to be someone's jaw. That's awesome. Just man, just pocketed Nick Yoink. This is mine. Who do we have here? Librarians. Off the trot's pretty damn good. Immediate bonking. Take that.
The thrill of the hunt, the promise of payment.
Hmm. More damage, less stress. Marks the target. Debuffs their damage by a decent chunk, but increases stress by a lot. It would definitely be a back row character. Infirm is kind of gross. More damage in the new ruins is kind of neat. It grants a block and buffs my dodge. That's a lot of like damage taken, so I think I'll have that.
Indefatigable pursuer of lost tomes.
All right, give that a try. I think we should probably get rid of the affliction. I'll send them to go here. Already put him in there, never mind. So have you go into here? You bad gambler? No. Everyone else is fine. Trinkets are equipped. We have a boss, the tough ring. Max HP. That doesn't do much for natural. It's 30% max health, nothing on, plus 10% already. I honestly might want to lock in that, just so he has it.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea to have. Like, just 30% max health is no joke. With no trinkets on, and extra speed and healing received, like, it's... The benefits definitely are strong. And if we can get some more stuff on him, the better. If we can get Grey Rot on him, it'd also be pretty cool. So that's an additional 20%. You could have like 50% extra max health. We have enough to offset the health and to really mitigate the healing benefit and perhaps even the speed debuff to having a trinket on. We might be able to get away with having more max health. I think a single life crystal counteracts the It's like a single life crystal is 20%, and then there's like another thing that gives more health as well. I mean, it's just a flat 10% max health. I don't really see a negative to it. Probably want to send the level 1s here without a doubt. Yeah, marking the target would definitely be helpful. I have restoration and it's not on cooldown. I mark the target, I can pretty much just obliterate them at that point. So yeah, we can probably try that. Max food, not even thinking about it. Torches, blight. Long distance with no torches. Yeah, I don't know. That's for food. That's for a corpse. I might find more than one corpse. I might find more. Bone corpse. Animal corpse for food. What do I have for trinkets I can even equip here? Range. Yeah, that does do something. That does indeed make a palpable difference. Disease resistance is always welcome. Move skill chance. There's a pull at the cost of speed. I think his ability to pull some debuff resistance isn't that bad to have. I think it's fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, it's the Flagellant and the Beast.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Ah. That's what that does. It doubles the XP. I'll have to be a bit diligent with that. It seems a bit overpowered. This is Midget. Like, I did click Blood Moon for a bit of a challenge.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
It's not a long mission, this is just a short one. Alright, this one longer. Oh.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
We'll get rid of that. Oh no, combat. Never mind. Ooh. Big whiff.
Back to the pit.
Oh my lord, why?
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Bruh, leave the librarian alone, please. Doesn't deserve this. Do you have any proper resistance? Or are you just like this
This load
flabby? You are
unforeseen.
kinda weak with resistances. I'm not gonna lie, you're kinda poo.
Another one falls.
Everything else is cool, but everything else besides that is also not good.
This expedition at least promises success.
Still no combat. It's 100% of room battles yet. I don't. Where'd they at? Here's this. Wow. That's the cost of a band. I used a bandage for a bandage. Thank you, game.
The light, the promise of safety.
Are you like being stud? Huh? Is it fun? Or you like being poisoned? Is it fun? (14 to 29) with a 14% chance to crit with a 90% chance to hit. You know, I hate spiders. I don't know if the bounty hunter hates spiders.
Another abomination.
Certainly
From our
doesn't approve of them. Yeah, enjoy your stun. Yeah, is it fun? Oh. You are dead to bleed. There we are. Just quickly delete this one.
Be gone, fiend.
Oh, there's the crit.
With impunity. Be
This
wary.
normally doesn't do anything good,
Pride
so I'm just gonna skip that.
Dizzying fall.
I've never had a good encounter with the sarcophagus. With the coffin there. Probably best to blind right now. Not debuff, but got the mark at least. Mark on the other one going. Not get the debuff either. Man, not lucky with the blight. I mean, we got lucky with the resistance too. That's good. Ooh, that's a problem. Here comes the damage. I'm gonna have to throw a restoration on them. I'm amazed they didn't attack the marked. Get a blight. No restoration on you. Decent resistance at least. Try to get a kill. 1 to 2. I'd rather try maybe a bleed. Wow.
Assault cannot be left unanswered.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Slow down. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Facing the abyss.
Y'all need to chill.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Hold on a second. Okay, don't hit him. That sucks. Okay. we're good. The other one's dead. Still not out of the park yet. Very much not.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
It's just... Oh god, come on. No! I swear to God!
Soaks the soil.
What is this?
Valerian.
You cannot make this shit up. A fucking hallway fight killed me. Can I please hit?
Wind falls. A faint hope blossoms.
Please. He already has spotted fever. Oh, great. Can you... No blight resistance, no disease resistance.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, what do we have here that I can even do? Like, nothing much. Alright. Did we have 2 room fights? This is rough.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
You get stunned. Yep. Get rid of the stunning thing.
As the enemy crumbles.
Can you stop that? Can you please stop that? Please stop with the crits.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
We still have a room battle to deal with, if not more than one. Sure. Oh, good.
In Radiance,
It begins.
they will find victory.
Hope we don't die. Pretty bad lineup, not gonna lie. Can you not? Thank you for dodging at least. Awesome. I blocked the 0 damage stress attack. I became selfish because of it. Oh my lord, man. Please just do anything proper. We're all breaking.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Our health is, at least is in decent standing, but I suppose we're damaging the proper one. You can't pull me anymore forward. Ooh, damage? I suppose that does technically kill the back one. It's better than nothing, at least one's dying.
A death by inches.
Oh, come on now. Come on now, please. Just do something.
Diminished.
Thank you. The dodge bonus is helpful, but goodness golly. Is she going to die from bleed? She's dead from bleed. Good. Hoping to get a regen going there. Be really good now. It would still be really good now. You going on about? All right.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
2 of 16.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Completely skipped the loot, but my goodness. Decent rewards, decent healing, but there he is.
Blood and delusion. He bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
Good stress healer.
There is power in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
We have a leper. More speed. Skilled gambler. Just food and corpses. That's problematic.
This man understands that adversity.
Another skilled
and
gambler, but
existence
stress
are
eater.
one and the same.
There's like the basic stats already or good skills.
Pious and unrelenting.
What week are we currently on? Okay, well now we're on week 5. So wait, when did we lose our person? What week did we? Week 4 and then week 5. So back to back, we've lost someone. Okay, that's good. Not gonna lie. Like I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I really don't know if I want to keep a Liberian. Does that mean she does more with restoration? It might. Honestly, I could probably just rotate out the sickness at that point. Like, I don't really see an issue at the moment. Aside from the clear issue of her being all kinds of messed up. I'll go have fun. Unequipped. Okay, good. Oh, the crappy trinkets. We don't need them. We don't need them. It is a pretty decent option. Having a lot of base healing, 33%. It's good with an arbalist or if you're going into the ruins. And what it's pretty much you're negating your first attack's likelihood of bleeding someone. I think it's worth going for. We cheese that a wee bit. Hold on here, like. Might be able to do some cheesing. No. I mean, torch increase isn't really good. Anything, I probably get Holy Lance and Bulwark. I'm gonna fully gear him up to the way I can. There we are. Then I'm going to Smite, Holy Lance, Bulwark, Inspiring Cry. The wall. Oh yes, I forgot. This one has a name. Plus 12 max health's pretty damn good too, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any range attacks on this one, so yeah, no, don't need that. There's no point in having that. Bellows are a range skill, but I think Judgment is probably a better target. Alright, well, that's all we can do for trinkets. I'm not even thinking, I'm just bringing max food. Three keys. Since I have Bulwark, I don't know how many torches I'm going to need. I think 14 is pretty decent. Bring an extra shovel just in case. It's very, very good. Hopefully, no one dies.
Pace out
But,
the walls of your lineage once familiar.
It's been pretty rough with these deaths, let me tell you. Oh my lord. No scouting, shame. Map. Okay. Oh, please.
Mind that such missteps are the exception.
Please calm down with that. Torch. Just hunger check. Actual combat. Kind of combat. Yeah, I'll pop a bulwark right now. Fuck it. Gave me torchlight.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only
Now I'm
the
taking
strength to follow it.
a moment to get my stress down a bit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm taking a moment. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, now I can reach him. Good.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
With a torch.
A handsome reward.
Oh, he was lit from the bulwark, which is really good.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the
It's
brave
been taken care
and
of.
hardy alike.
Majority. Battle, with a lot of torches. Room battles seem to be far and few between. Hallway battles aren't. Good surprise with the madman, the bone boy. Good stun. Yeah, worth a shot. Makes me faster. That stress is a problem. Actually managed to do some damage, it's good. They're stunned. Aim it dodged. Good crit. There we are, one's down.
As the enemy crumbles.
Two's down.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, he dodged, of course. I just go for the kill then. Never mind. Another one.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. The light, the promise of safety.
Sucks. Sucks quite a lot, actually. No, I go for damage.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Target the front guy. Get all this going. Yeah, that's good. Two stuns. Leopard forward. It'd been cool if that actually pushed her away from that edge. That is... He is not a fan of her. Got a kill.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Closest opportunity, I need to move him back if I can.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Go all the way back.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
My man was like, nah, I'm good. Okay, good.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
We really need to camp. We very much need to camp. Great.
Eradicated. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright. We'll go down this hallway then. Immediately back to her. Did not take long.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Like we ain't need that stuff. That's just, this is unnecessary. Four damage, really? 4 whole damage? Weird how I can push the corpse, but I can push the body in front or behind the corpse.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Good dodges. Ah, they heal more. Okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
That with Holy Lance is just really good. Brought for 3 battles, and so camp. We're not gonna camp again, so. Oh.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Helpful. That sucks that I don't have holy water now. Immediately back to her. They don't even, that not even a second has gone by. They're like, yeah, no, we're ready.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Those two are going to have a check. I can see it now. Bellow on them, maybe lower the speed. We did. We do some first acts over everyone else. Damage. A Holy Lance going. Nope. Good. Not good. Would have been cool if one of us could have gone first. Masochistic, great.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Man. These speed rolls and the targeting of these guys is just nuts. Well, I might as well prevent the other one from freaking out. Can't do anything with that.
Triumphant
Not
pride
gonna bother.
facilitates a dizzying fall.
Four more rooms. Three more rooms. 4 or 3.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I see. I'm glad they took the time to wait while I read that.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I mean, oh yeah, I'll
Even
go.
the
I'll go.
cold Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Might as well
In
check.
Radiant
It is an
City
empty
we
room,
find
perhaps.
victory.
Does count. Didn't get any scouting. Got a trap on the way back. Stress isn't terrible. No one has died. I think this will be the last run I do for the day. That's useless. Natural eye on a non-rangy unit yet. Very, very helpful. Oh no. Oh no. This is all kinds of problematic. No, do that anyways. One of them is slower, and the leper is back in a better position. Manage. Move forward. Done. Oh, that's rough. Good kill, though. And we'll probably Rampart Holy Lance. Good damage. Rough accuracy. Miss again, which I didn't. Oh, we're done. Okay. Open this up. There's still more that can be
Ambushed by foul invention.
wired. There's still a potential for a secret room, albeit slim, unless I scout it. Yeah, we have a stress eater, don't we? Yeah. One more battle. Maybe not. Not retreat from combat at the moment, alright? Oh, please just let me move forward. Of course we don't debuff her, the one we needed. Awesome. Is the leper going to die now? Is this how we're handling this one? Can I retreat from combat by chance? No. Oh, cool. Is he going to die anyways?
Adversity can foster hope, and
No, we're leaving. We're out of here. We're not risking that. We have everything already.
walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Not many heirlooms, that's what they're called, and some money. Decent trinket. You steal items. You're annoying.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Oh, great. Now they're afraid. So, go back. No.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
I will return in a moment. I gotta go to the bathroom again. I've returned. Alright, so. Town event, we have Dommy Mommy here. Okay, the opposite of Dommy Mommy. She is not allowed back in. Apparently she's too dominant. Decent crit chance with this. Interesting weapon. She's decently strong, too. She ain't weak by any means necessary. Obviously next to no bleed resistance, but decent blight resistance, some stun. Doesn't know shit about traps. Can resist a bit for debuff. What we got in here? Oh, there he is. There's the big boy. Yes, also, okay. Risk Taker is actually really cool. That's just more damage because he doesn't dodge to begin with, and that means he can't go to the ruins without risk. Clears debuffs, but heals 5% max health. Gives them a speed debuff and pushes them back pretty hard, and also does more damage if they're stunned. That works well with Tremor. And Gore and Maim. Alright, well, yeah, I'll probably just increase my roster size then.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Well, we're definitely getting this one.
Tortured and reclusive, this man is more dangerous than he seems.
Taking him into an area where he's gonna get stressed out is not wise. Absolute powerhouse, though. I can only imagine doing this to the poor librarian. Thinking on where to go with him. That's the point. It's like, I can't go to the ruins. The stress damage is very much a problem. I don't know if he getting stress per attack. At least it stops when he's not afflicted, but still. One of the Warrens, we haven't been there yet. Oh, that's a riposte, okay. Okay, that's the fence. Alright. Put those two there. Probably put him in the back. Have another stunner. Weird build at that. You have a lot of riposte. It works something like great. Swap out Gore for post. And then probably slap the librarian in here. Get some levels up. Need 8 XP. Anywhere. This gives you 2, which would give you 4. I think the Warrant's probably like the best idea, but then again, if they're all level 1, there's no real point in me bringing the Librarian. Brings me to the Flagellant. Tremor does do something. Menace requires him to be in that position, do anything. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna work here. I don't think that's gonna work at all. That's not a decent idea. See, what could be a fun idea would be that. Oh no, hold on. Put him away. Would be this, just going back and forth. Would level him up to level 2. He's a bit stressed, but that's nothing new there. Might be able to calm him down, might. You can try this, be weird. So this gives me accuracy. Melee. Cost of damage. A 15 and more crit. But I'm doing slightly less damage. Technically, it's not that much less damage. Gives me more accuracy with range. I mean, I'd be pretty damn accurate then. $90, $90, or $95. If I give it to him, probably a decent use. And then losing healing received and speed for just 10% for 20% max health instead of 30, and more damage done. I don't really see it. I don't think I'm ever going to use Smite in that position, so I'll use Battlefield Heal. Up to that? Yeah, it's probably the best lineup right here. Well, I mean, if she's going faster, she would be going prior, and she can start with that. Yeah, we'll make it. She's gonna be moving around. So it's sort of, both of them will be moving around, so depends on the situation. Have any more trinkets to equip to anyone? No. Sell one of those. Don't need that many. I think a stack of food is good. "12 torches should be enough. More disease there than anything. Blight isn't too much of a concern. I'll bring an extra key. I'll bring an extra shovel. Might be stuff in the way I have to clear. Yeah, we'll see how this does.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
Oh, alright.
We can slay them even faster.
Awesome. Immediate problem. It's on him. Said this is gonna be like my last run. It was most certainly not.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay, so he just takes more stress. And his affliction's probably very common then.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
It definitely changed this a wee bit. I could have swore he had a different animation. 3. I'll continue to do a stress heal on him. Rough.
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I didn't even use Cataclysm in that position, so I might want to equip it.
No quarter.
Stress down on the abomination here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Suppose I'll use Gore since I can't use Cataclysm at all. I'm not in position for that. Down, then I go up. Ooh. Definitely having a bit of problems with stress. Familiar encounter.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Some food in my face. Yeah, go for damage. Oh, is that a kill? That's a kill. That combo right there is pretty damn nice.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive. Precision and power.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the repose canceling stress. That's really nice. I completely forgot it can do that. Man is taking a beating, by the way. Hit a corpse like a fool. Oh yeah, I stunned myself with that. Indomitable kills only 5% of my max health. It mainly needs to clear the debuffs. Probably after like a few punches you would clear that.
A devastating blow.
Good punch. Wow. So the crit does that. The crit gives me more damage, you're telling me. That is wild.
Be wary.
Very helpful bandage.
Pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Ooh. Oh, a double fight. That's kind of spooky. Being pinged by everyone here. What could the double fight be? Torch? No, I'd be a bit concerned with my man's health. I can heal him, no problem, but I need to be a bit cautious. Not terrible. Yeah, they definitely updated the model of the Thrall. So I recall playing him a while back, and he didn't look like that. He
As the light gains purchase,
less
spirits are
bulky,
lifted,
but still pretty big.
and purpose is made clear.
Gotta at least survive a stress attack. The accuracy buff is just really good. Okay then.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Perched at the very
Okay
precipice
then.
of oblivion. The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
He dies. Gonna be pretty tilted. Okay, so he can survive a bit longer. A bit longer.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright. We gotta get something going here. Stun. Debuff target. Healing received crit. Oh, okay. These are pretty hard to stun, but with a shot. I don't think I can risk doing the riposte at the moment. Man, this person is yapping. Can't do anything, fair enough. Actually managed to hit them with the stun. I need to move back, it would seem. Oh, good. I mean, the Abomination's doing fandiddlyastic, but everyone else is,
Annihilated.
everyone else is kinda doing a bit bad.
Decimated.
Alright. We didn't die. I'm leaving, I'm not risking it.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
Almost 8,000, not much in terms of heirlooms. More or less was there to level up. Luminous is good. Natural on him is just... oh man.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
I'm immediately throwing him in there to lock that in. That is just... too good. I honestly think that's like worse, so yeah. Well. You don't like the unholy, but you're also afraid of them? I mean, I get it. Rather xenophobic of you, or rather Satanophobic of you. Or the hell it's called, of the undead. I mean, decent crit is alright. For damage against humans, though, isn't bad either, and you take less things in the wield. Honestly, yeah, you can skip it.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
You can be brought on. I don't think the gifted is worth it. I think this one, though, is more or less worth it. Like, the extra accuracy versus humans is just unparalleled good with the bleed. She bleeds people. Maybe with riposte. Less damage overall in the wield. Everything else, the negative quirks are pretty minimal. Equipped everything. We will call it there. We have lost 2 heroes already. Dismiss and Ferris. It is currently week 7. We got mostly level 1s with a level 2. My poor boy up here is absolutely not having a fun time, though. The max health is still just... I do value it. Can I lock in Twilight Dreamer? Can't, I don't have enough space, but still. I'll have to do that when, what's his face gets out. Him, because he's locking in natural as well, and getting rid of, I think, yeah, Thanophobia. HP being that low, no, it's just not wise. Especially when he's a stress build. It wraps around the whole stress and becoming afflicted throughout the ferocious affliction. Anyways, that was all. I'm taking a break. I might stream again later on tonight, I'm not sure, but I gotta do some work. Thank you all for tuning by, Thank you all for stopping by and tuning in. I will see you next time with some more Darkest Dungeon, if not some more Kenshi, and if not, another game. We will see. Bye-bye.